to talk about an exciting new exhibit, and we've got part 2 of those weight loss success stories from patients who underwent bariatric surgery at Doctors Hospital. So much to talk about here in Bahamas at Sunrise. And of course, today is the day, and we are so excited about this, the first ever Cat Island Business Outlook. It's happening this morning, starting at 9:30 a.m., and it is absolutely free. Of course, you can register for that at tclevents.com. Man, looking forward to that. But listen, we're going to get our first look with weather at Sunrise with the G-Man, Godfrey Burnside.
Weather at Sunrise, brought to you by Bahamas First. What's first for you comes first for us.
Thank you, Helen. Good morning, Bahamas. In your first look at weather Sunrise, broad area of high pressure will be the dominant feature across the islands, and that'll bring out some light winds and also some hot temperatures for the weekend. Today, partly sunny, hot and humid. There's a chance of a few showers, even a possibility of an isolated thunderstorm by afternoon. High temperature 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Heat index about 99. Tonight, another warm and muggy one. There's a chance of 1 or 2 early morning showers. You're looking down to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. And some regional high in the lows across the Caribbean, Barbados, 84 and 79. In Jamaica, 83 and 72. In Trinidad, 86 and 76. And the Turks and Caicos Islands, 89 and 74. Across North America, Atlanta, 81 and 71. In Raleigh, 80 and 70. In Miami, 89 and 78. Dallas, Texas, 91 and 73. And Toronto, Canada, 66 and 59. As you go to the weekend, high pressure continues to be the dominant feature. So again, you're looking at partly sunny, hot and humid. The chance of an afternoon shower, thunderstorm possible. The temperature daytime will be around the 90-degree mark, at nighttime in the mid-70s. That puts you up for your first look at the weather at Sunrise. I'm Godfrey Burnside. Back to you, Mark.
Welcome back. Today we're here at Premier Crew, and we're going to learn about a great experience where you can enjoy fabulous food prepared by a chef and also have that paired with exquisite wines from Bristol Wines. Here to talk with us about that today are Chef Frederick Rahming, chef and owner of Ready, Set, Go Tasting, and back with us again is Kyle Stubs, wine manager and sommelier at Bristol Wines. Good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning, thank you.
Morning. Yeah, you're a wine manner, right? You man the wine, right? Chef, tell us, what is Ready, Set, Go?
Ready, Set, Go is all about this. So we're all about creating intimate and private events for people, for groups of up to 2 to 3, whether it's an intimate picnic, an at-home affair for 20, and so forth.
That sounds perfect, because I've seen in this COVID era now that the smaller, more intimate dinner parties have become more popular, and I'm sure that you've seen lots of persons reaching out to you for that type of experience. It sounds very interesting to me. So what kind of foods do you offer in addition to your, now you have to help me with this word, charcuterie?
Charcuterie.
Yes.
It's French for meat platter.
Okay.
And I offer 3 to 5 4-course meals. And those can either go for 2 to 20 people. So yeah, mostly boards and foods catered to around what you're interested in.
Right.
Yes.
So if I wanted to have myself a Cuban pig roast, a backyard barbecue, some French cuisine, you can cover all of that.
Yes.
That sounds like Ready, Set, Go. Name what it is you need. So Kyle, my sommelier, tell us, is this a great way to deliver a wine experience, pairing it with fabulous food prepared by a great chef?
This is a super way. I think when you put food and wine together, it provides a different experience. Food on itself from an exceptional chef, that's another level. Wine from an exceptional distributor at Bristol's, that's another level. But putting them two together, we're talking about an experience that you can't get no other way.
Yeah, because you always hear about wine being paired with certain foods and it bringing out the elements of the wine that are fantastic, but also the elements of the food. So Chef, tell us what wines here at Bristol do you commonly recommend or introduce to your clients?
I usually start them off with something kind of simple, mostly the German Riesling that is presented over here. And with that Riesling, it's like a very easy entry-level wine because it's slightly sweet, not dry. And then you introduce them to something with a little more fruit and body. You go to the Beaujolais Reds or the Shiraz Rion.
Oh, right. I don't think I've had any of those. I think my selection is Mother Pratten down, right? So, Kyle, tell us, can a good wine's enjoyment be lessened by poor food pairing or poor food choices?
Most definitely. There are some standards when we get to food and wine pairing, and these standards are literally because when you go against them, the experience is just unfavorable, right? So we talk about spice and sweets, and so Chef here mentioned about the German Rieslings. We bring a little bit of sweetness to tame the level of spice or heat on the palate. We bring some wines that have acid components. So we like to pair those with food that has an acid in it as well. Acid cancels out acid, and so all of the other flavors express themselves, kind of thing. We go contrary to that. You know, you bring a nice big spicy Shiraz from Australia on the side of a nice spicy dish, then we're distorting the palate, kind of thing. And then we're going to say, oh, the food isn't as good or the wine is a little flabby. Right. Well, actually, if we came to the table with a concrete pairing, that experience just takes it to the next level. My mouth started to water. I don't know if it was talking about the food or the wine, but just tell us, as a sommelier, how do you work along with chefs just to make sure that, as you said, your wine is being promoted and that the chef's experience is also being enhanced by your product? That's an awesome question. That's one of the things since I moved back home is to work hand in hand with Bahamian chefs. I was trained in the wine business by a chef who was also in the wine business, a certified somm. And so for me coming back home with a little bit of culinary background as well, it's how can I assist the Fredericks with elevating a culture where we bring wine to the table to provide an experience as opposed to take care of a bad day at work, kind of thing.
Exactly, exactly. Because nothing to make your day a little bit better than a good glass of wine and a good plate of food, right? So Chef, tell us about what we have on this platter here and how this pairs with the wine selections that we have on display.
Okay. What you have in front of you is a charcuterie board, and it's an array of fruit, cheeses, and meats, and sometimes crackers. For what you have in front of you is a traditional orange, papaya, strawberry, and the cherry tomatoes. You want to either focus or play around with the acids of it, and you want to try to stay in the lanes of either whites or a lighter body reds. What you have in front of you would go well with either the Petit Chablis or the Sauvignon Blanc. And you go a little further into the funkier blue cheese, the mild cheddar, and the blueberry goat cheese. You'll find that even the whites will pair well with it, but you could kind of play a little bit with the Shiraz Penfolds. I love that because it has very, as he said, spicy notes to it, but it has spicy cherry notes to it, very untraditional. And when you go to the Capricicola, the Genoa salami, and the smoked salmon, you kind of want to focus back to the whites and kind of stay around with that. And you could kind of play around with the the Cabernet Sauvignon, because it kind of it allows a bit of the fatty nature of the cured meats to kind of have play, but also letting the bold nature of the Cabernet to kind of take center stage.
Wow, just now at the end, I could hear that I'm hungry. Sorry, I'm hungry now. So Kyle, tell us a little bit about your Bristol locations and how persons can find out a little bit more about wine and wine pairings.
Most definitely. So we do this nice stuff here at Premier Cru, but the majority of wines in our portfolio is available at all of our Bristol stores. So here in Nassau, we're at Blake Road. We're also here at the top of the hill on Gladstone Road, at the foot of the bridge, and then we're in Southwest Plaza. In Freeport, we have one store in Freeport. We have a store in Exuma. Then we're in Governor's Harbor and Cupid's Key. We're also in Harbor Island. And that's it for us right now.
Right now. Well, that sounds like a lot of locations for people to find great wine selections. And Chef, how can people reach you to book their own Ready, Set, Go experience?
They can contact all my contacts, i.e. my phone numbers, or the Facebook or Instagram. Instagram is Ready, Set, Go Tasting, and Facebook is, I think, just Ready, Set, Go.
Good. Now, before we go, let's run through it again, because a lot of these wines I haven't heard before. As I said, I am Mother Pratt and Lua. So explain to me what we have here, and just briefly, what are the flavors and the notes of the wines?
Super. So we're going to get started here on the white side. We have a nice Petit Chablis. That's just an unoaked interpretation of Chardonnay.
Okay.
It shows good fruit character, and it brings a little bit of minerality and acid. The chef here spoke about the acid component, how important that is with pairing. We move across to a nice Marlborough New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc, the Crossings. This is just an awesome, easy drinking. Chef didn't bring any seafood on his charcuterie today, but again, he spoke about the acid and the salinity inside some of the cheeses and meats. So this Sauvignon Blanc is going to perform well. Bellicosa Cabernet, awesome. It just speaks about something beautiful. But this is a big, bold in flavor, but still soft and approachable.
Right.
Still has all of the Cabernet characteristics, and we spoke about the fattiness inside the meat. We want the tannin structure inside this wine to sit on the side of that fattiness so we could enjoy all of the flavor in the meat. We have here a nice Mosel Riesling, so bring a little bit of sweetness too. Again, depending on what we're enjoying, spice and heat levels, we want to be able to tame that so we can enjoy the flavors. Right. So we bring a little bit of sweetness, then a soft but fruit-driven Pinot Noir, Bowen Pinot Noir from California, and then we couldn't have a charcuterie and wine pairing without a nice Shiraz. So we have a Shiraz Cabernet blend, so again, bringing that Cabernet structure to the wine. Those deep spice and cherry flavors that we spoke about. And then Penfolds is just a solid brand.
Perfect. Kyle, that was a great explanation. Out of all that, I heard the one that sounds most like me. Bold and flavorful, but soft and approachable. I think that's what it was. I like that one. All right, but guys, I'd like to thank you for joining us in Bahamas at Sunrise this morning. This has been a great experience here at Premier Crew, hanging out with Chef Frederick Rahming at Ready, Set, Go, and Kyle Stubs, wine manager and sommelier at Bristol Wines. Thank you again, gentlemen.
Thank you. Pleasure.
Thank you, man.
You join us in Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise. The National Sports Authority, NSA, in partnership with the Miami Marlins professional baseball team, the Bahamas Consulate General Miami office, and a host of partners and sponsors, invites Bahamians everywhere to be a part of the Bahamian Heritage Celebration. Here to talk about this with us is Quinton Brennen. He's the general manager of the NSA, and Linda Mackey, Bahamas Consul General in Miami. Good morning, Q. Good morning, Linda. Welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Thank you. Morning, Phil. Morning, Bahamas.
I mean, y'all look like y'all been working long time, right? Put it that way.
I don't know if that's a compliment.
Well, listen, man, TGIF, top of the morning, like they say, you know, we get things done here in Bahamas at Sunrise early. So listen, we got a big weekend happening in the 242 and also in the, I don't know what it is, but the 305, right?
305, yep.
Yeah, so tell us all about it. I mean, tell us all about it.
So it's something that we are really excited about. It's been, this is something that we've been speaking about with Miami Marlins for some time now. And to see it actually come to fruition, and like you would have mentioned in your introduction, it's a partnership between the Consulate General Office, CG Mackey, the National Sports Authority, the Baseball Association, Bahamas Air, Ministry of Tourism. So it's a whole gamut of partners that we've associated ourselves with in order to bring this to fruition. And we're calling it Bahamian Heritage Night. Game is tomorrow night at 4:10, and we're featuring one of the hottest guys right now in baseball, and Jazz Chisholm, who is born and bred in the Bahamas. So something that we're excited about. And we're looking forward to something amazing. We have a Junkanoo Rush, we have a concert afterwards. We're encouraging a lot of Bahamians to come out, make a lot of noise, bring their goatskin drums, the whole 9 yards. So something that is going to be a lot of fun for us tomorrow night.
Man, that sounds like a lot of fun. And Jazz has been doing his thing over there, Linda. I mean, I had a chance to kind of watch him on television, watch him on the highlights. He's just a ball of energy, man. He Bahamian.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more, Linda, about this celebration and what it represents to us here in the Bahamas.
Well, I think it speaks to the Bahamian people, our heritage, our culture, the way we live. When we met with the Marlins, they were like, "You think you can galvanize 100 people to come to this game to support Jazz?" And I was like, 100 people? You don't understand our culture. We go behind our stars and our athletes, and Jazz also talks about his heritage and his, the legacy with his grandmother and how the support system works. And Bahamians have done so well with our athletes. And this was one time we said, we are not going to let another athlete down, and we're going to pull full support. And that is why the partnership has worked so well with all of the agencies, the government agencies. We came together, we met, and we said, this is going to be a successful event. And man, I think we've blown them away. We have more than 2,000 Bahamians who will show up at the game tomorrow.
Yeah.
Jeez. Wow. I mean, that's 100. I'm like, come on, man. 100, we can do that in our sleep, but over 2,000 persons already identified as going to be present.
That 100 person comes from Linda's following.
That's my family, immediate family.
That's just her family alone, and that's immediate family for her.
Yeah.
But to Linda's point, when they said the average, heritage night that they do at Marlins Park garners some 150 to 200 persons, and they're more than satisfied with that. But to see that we're kind of coming in, like the song said, we're coming by mailboat, plane, the whole 9 yards, that's us right about now. So everybody's trying to get here. Bahamas has been an amazing, amazing partnership with us, running a couple of excursions in and out and package deals and stuff like that. So it's been quite amazing to see exactly the support and the individuals that has kind of come behind us and really, really in support of this event.
So, but there's still more time. I mean, this is happening tomorrow, right?
Yes.
And, for somebody like me that say, might want to be there, there's still an opportunity for me to kind of, contact Bahamas, say, hop on a flight and be present at the stadium.
Only because they actually opened up more seats. They were sold out.
Yes.
So they just opened up more seats because the demand is there. Bahamians are still calling and they still want tickets.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
And as you enter the stadium tomorrow, you will get a shirt that says 242 to the world, Jazz Chisholm on the back of it. And the tickets are really, really inexpensive. I think the tickets are as
18.
little as $15, and then a great seat is something like $32. So it's a great night for family, friends to kind of come out, really, really enjoy themselves, listen to Jonkano music, and watch CG Mackey and her family just really misbehave themselves.
It's time.
So tomorrow afternoon around 3:00, you have pre-game festivities.
Yes.
You got a whole section. I'm pretty sure you got a Bahamas section in the game itself or during the game itself. And then after the game, there's also a little a stadium rush out.
Yes. So we'll do some pre-game activities. But what they haven't realized is the fact that we as Bahamians, we don't know the difference between the two. So the Jonkano will probably not stop. So there's some pre-game activities. They forgot the whole in-game activities. And then there's some post-game activities. And Jonkano is kind of intertwined with all of those.
All right.
But for the most part, I think, like Linda would have said, this is an amazing, amazing feat for us as Bahamians. This is something that we all as a people can be so proud about, to see that we have a young Jazz Chisholm that's out there and really, really kind of making everybody understand the 242 is here. You saw the home run that he hit last night, which is the longest home run inside Marlins Park or Loans Depot Park last night. So, and then he's doing it in grand. He has the pump, he has the pageantry, and he's doing it in grand style. So it's something that we all the young kids that's coming up in baseball have something to be so proud about.
Yeah, for a second there, I thought you were going to say we young people, but I'll leave it right there. You're showing a little bit here this morning, but Linda,
it's not gray, it's platinum.
Those are highlights.
Oh, man. But Linda, I'll give you the final word. I mean, for people who still want to attend, they want more information on it, or they simply just want to watch it. I mean, you know, how can you get more information just in case you have some last minute type of people?
Well, the last minute, that is why there were more tickets opened up. So you can still go on the Marlins/tickets/heritage.
Okay.
And you can still buy $18 tickets, which include your t-shirt. And that once you can get here and you can go to the game. So it's going so well that, I mean, even we cannot even, we expected much more than 200, but to exceed 2,000 and the request is still going on. It's phenomenal. So that tells us that when we come together as a team, we can do amazing things.
Well, that's how we do it, right? 242 to the world. Listen, thank you so much for being here on Bahamas at Sunrise. Quinton Q. Brennen, he's the general manager of the National Sports Authority, and Linda Mackey, she is the general counsel for the Bahamas in Miami. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.
First, it's more than just our name, more than just our achievements. It's our nature, and it's where we put our customers. At Bahamas First, we've refreshed our look, but our nature remains the same. We design insurance solutions that protect our customers from life's uncertainties, whatever they may be. We equip you for the future so that you can recover stronger. Bahamas First, what's first for you comes first for us.
The Bahamas and the world has been waging the war against COVID-19 for over a year now. In that time, much of our daily life has been irreversibly changed by lockdowns, job losses, and deaths in our families. As facial masking, hand sanitizing, and social distancing have become the new norm, the team at Doctors Hospital applauds the Bahamian public for doing your part to control and contain the spread of the COVID-19 virus. It is time to take the fight a step further. With the COVID-19 vaccine now available, we encourage Bahamians to continue the fight and do your part in getting vaccinated. Please continue to be vigilant, wear a mask, and social distance. For more information on the COVID-19 vaccine, visit www.doctorshosp.com. Doctors Hospital, trusted and best care now. Isn't your health worth it?
Welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise. We're so happy that you're still with us. Of course, today we are really excited about having the National Art Gallery join us. We're talking about some stuff that they're going to be doing for this summer, including Len Pariotti's solo show, Inherit the Earth, which examines the effects humans are having on the earth through her stunning canvases. Incredibly happy to have Lynn here this morning to discuss it with us. She, of course, is a Bahamian artist, but she's been living and traveling abroad. And we have Amard, who is the National Art Gallery's Mixed Media Store Manager. Good morning, Amard. Good morning, Lynn.
Good morning. Good morning, Anastasia. Here. Good morning.
A pleasure to have you both with us. Lynn, you seem like you're wide awake. It's early in the morning, but you seem like you've got energy as if you've been up for hours.
Yeah, it's a facade. But actually, I'm still a bit on London time anyway, so this actually worked out very well. And I'm just so thankful that we're doing this because we got to make things happen.
We do. Let's talk about the pieces then. What inspired this work and what do some of the pieces depict?
Okay, so as you enter the ballroom of the of Villa Doyle, you are confronted with one of the lead pieces, which is called Memento Mori, which basically is Latin for the inevitability of death, or about our about life having to end at some stage. So it starts on that sort of dramatic, shocking note, and it features a massive painting, which is the interior of a melting glacier. Now we know that melting glaciers and sea level rise is one of our biggest threats, being an island nation, obviously. So the glacier could be in the south or the north, or in Greenland or, in Iceland or wherever, it doesn't really matter. The fact is that due to, oh my God, that's my alarm waking me up. Stop. Okay. Due to the rise in temperature of the entire world, we have ice melting where it shouldn't be, and we have too much water where it shouldn't be, and not enough water where it could be. So, it's all about the mixed upness of water, and that's been a theme in my work for a very long time now. So to the left of that painting, there's another painting called Flood Water, which is, I was thinking specifically about Dorian and its effects on Grand Bahama and Abaco and the rest of the Caribbean region when I painted it. And it's a very gooey, seemingly beautiful painting, which is about just looking into water and the movement of it and the strength of it. It's very thick and impastoed and full of lots of texture, which is what I'm sort of known for doing, because it's important for me to layer my work so that it looks like it draws you in. And then to the left of that one, we have a massive bushfire burning out of control. New South Wales, which to me, like you asked, like why I'm painting these paintings about the effects of global warming and climate change. Well, the reason is because, it's obvious that the earth is screaming out to us.
Yeah.
And we're not the lords of the earth. We are a part of nature. We are nature too. So my show, when Holly Bino and Amanda Coulson and I originally discussed the show, I wanted to use recurring themes that have been in my work for the last 20 some years, but I also wanted to make it very site specific to the Bahamas. So I decided to approach it from sort of a biblical angle, because we're a Christian nation. So that's the reason it's called Inherit the Earth, because it's all about responsibility and taking control and accountability for what we are doing. Even though, we don't live in India or China, which is the highest pollutants and the highest consumers and becoming the biggest industrialized nations. We are actually feeling the brunt of this excess, but we too contribute to it. So what we need to do is shape up our acts as well. So that's why I decided to to title some of the paintings the way that they are. So the bushfire burning out of control in New South Wales is called, and there followed, Hail and Fire Mingled with Blood, because it's from Revelations, right? And it's all about the fact that 3 billion animals died in that fire.
Wow. Yeah, no, this is going to be very powerful. And I like just the titles where you've described these makes me really want to come to the gallery right away. And so I'm hopeful that people will come out and join you. There are several things that are going to be happening at the gallery over the next few weeks. Amard, you guys have something called a Summer Solstice Pop-Up Market. What's that about?
Yeah, so a few months ago, we decided to utilize the beautiful space that we have here to create socially distanced events. And we're having a pop-up called Summer Solstice. It was supposed to be branded about Father's Day, but we wanted to make it a little more wider and make it more like an art fair. So we're going to have artisans, we're going to have food trucks, and of course, we're going to have Caribbean wines and spirits in the house doing some wine sampling. So it's going to be a lovely day for people to come by and just shop locally. Yeah, that's what we're supporting.
Awesome. And which day is that again, Amard?
So it'll be June 19th, Saturday, June 19th, starting at 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. We'll be here all day. And other than that, you're free to come and check out Lynn's incredible exhibition, as well as the other 3 exhibits that we have on display currently. We have Medicine and Memory, we have Floating Rib, and we have 28 by Tamika Galanis, as well as our lovely art park. So it's a lot to do here at the National Art Gallery.
Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Okay, so that pop-up happens on next week, Saturday. That's the 19th from 11 to 5. Yeah. But what are your regular hours? Because if people want to come and see this great work that Lynn has brought, I mean, it just sounds so riveting. Like everybody has to see it. What are the hours?
It truly is. It evokes a level of emotion and passion that a lot of people don't even realize that they have. And it creates that. And And it creates that sense of quicken to call to action, you know what I mean? Because you want to do better just by being a part of the show and seeing it. So our regular hours are Tuesdays through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And we're open on Sundays, 12 noon to 5 p.m. as well. Every day of every month, we have guided tours by our lovely education team. So come on down, guys. I'm waiting to meet you all here in the Mixed Media Gift Shop.
Thank you so much for that, Amard. Well, Lynn, we've only got a minute left. We do have to go, but it's my understanding that you're having a color mixing workshop happening this weekend. Can I still get into that? How does that work?
I believe that it's full. The best thing to do is to call the gallery, because I am actually here for a while. So who knows what we might do about
Yeah, so it's currently full. It's at capacity. But however, if you do want to come by for a few minutes, view the exhibition, and then come and be an observer, you're free to do that. We have enough space to make sure that you can just observe and have a quick chat with Lynn if she's free.
Awesome. Well, listen, I want people to come on out to the gallery. I'm going to have to make my way there. I want to see this exhibition. As someone that just is really, as you say, Lynn, living through this and wanting to see a world that's left here for my kids, it's just so important that we bring, you know, the politics and the truth of our times through art. And Lynn, it sounds like you've done a phenomenal job with that. So congratulations to you. Thank you for bringing the exhibit. Amard, looking forward to all the events the gallery has coming up over the next few weeks. And we will see you guys another time. So thank you.
Thank you all so much. You all take care and have a great morning.
Bye.
You're watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.
Mental health is health too.
Mental health is health too.
Mental health is health too. Mental health is health too.
Mental health is health too.
Mental health is health too.
Mental health is health too.
Mental health is health too.
Mental health is health too.
Mental health is health too.
Mental health is health too.
Mental health is health too.
Mental health is health too.
Our world has changed. Many businesses have been closed for months with little or no access to their customers until now. Rev Media can help you remain connected to your customers. Our trusted customized advertising packages and personalized consultants will provide your business with immeasurable support during this challenging time. Your customers are already watching. Rev Media can help you to remain connected. Call us today. Let us help you.
Welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise. So happy I was able to get my tech issues sort of fixed, Phil. And so I'm back with all of you. We're at the halfway point on this fabulous Friday. I'm Anastasia Palacios.
And I'm Philip Simon.
Yeah,
and I was worried for a second there. I'm not used to, seeing you frozen in time like that, but even frozen, just always lovely, right?
Oh, thank you, Phil. This is why you're my favorite, right? Phil, before we go any further, there are two things that I do need to do. I didn't get to them at the top of the show, but we want to wish a very happy birthday to Patura Burrows. Patura, of course, works with us here at the Counselors, and so we wish her a wonderful day. That coming in, of course, from our leader, June Aubrey, and the entire team of Bahamas at Sunrise and the Counselors. May you enjoy this day, Patura. And the second thing, Phil, I need to send a very special shout out to my good friend, Paul Knowles. He's at the Grand Isle Resort in Exuma. I tell you, Phil, a personality like no other, absolutely amazing with guests, great interactions with him. And so a very special good morning to Paul Knowles. And I'm sure he'd appreciate me saying a special good morning to his twin sister, Paula, as well. You guys have a great day.
Oh, excellent. Good stuff. Happy birthday, Patura. So many people have been celebrating this month of June, Hurricane Month, right? I don't know what sign that is, but certainly all of the people that I know born this month are characters.
Gemini. That would be them.
Gemini.
Oh, and Phil, I almost forgot. My father-in-law celebrates tomorrow. So a very special happy birthday to my papa, Archdeacon James Palacios. Wishing you many more in good health and happiness, Dad.
Yeah, I don't know if the trigger was the character thing or the Gemini or.
It was the character thing. Me and my son have the same character, right? It's quite funny and entertaining because my son is next week. And so, there's something about these June babies.
Yeah, no doubt. Happy birthday, Father Palacios. Listen, we've still got more in the second half. We'll see part 2 of our report on bariatric surgery successes at Doctors Hospital.
And we're also excited to talk to you more about health and wellness. We've got Sanki Global here. They've got several products that are designed to help you to continue to be safe and well. And so we'll learn more about that this morning also. But before we get to any of it, we're going to take a second look at weather with Godfrey Burnside.
Weather at Sunrise, brought to you by Bahamas First. What's first for you comes first for us.
Thank you, Don. Good morning, Bahamas. And yes, second look at the weather at sunrise. The tropics remain quiet, and the tropical cyclone formation are expected during the next 5 days. On the local scene, broad area of high pressure will dominate the weather over the islands over the next couple of days, so we can expect light winds and some hot temperatures. In the marine forecast today, those winds southeast to south at 10 knots or less, seas less than 3 feet in northwest and central Bahamas, east to southeast at 10 to 15 knots, sea 2 to 4 feet over the southeastern islands. On Saturday, those winds become southerly at 10 to 15 knots, sea 2 to 4 feet over the northwest and central Bahamas, east to southeast at 10 to 15 knots, sea 2 to 4 feet over the southeastern islands. On Sunday, south to southwest at 10 to 15 knots, sea 2 to 4 feet over the northwest and central Bahamas, east to southeast at 10 to 15 knots, sea 2 to 4 feet over the southeastern islands. Yet tides. You can expect a high tide at 9:12 this morning. Next low tide will be at 3:10 this afternoon. High gain tonight at 9:36. Sunset 7:58 this evening. Rising tomorrow at 6:20. UV index 9. Your water temperature 70 degrees Fahrenheit. And your moon phase, no moon. Your external outlook. High pressure continues to be the dominant of the future. So those partly sunny skies, hot temperatures, humid conditions, with a chance of shower, isolated thunderstorm by afternoon. Temperature daytime will be in the low 90s, at nighttime in the mid-70s. We do expect to probably bump up our rain chances come Monday and Tuesday to about 30 to 40%. That puts a wrap on your final look at weather at sunrise. I'm Godfrey Burnside. Back to you, Phil.
Thank you very much, Godfrey. Sanki Global products were developed by a team of doctors, biochemists, and scientists to find and create products that would help people live longer and live better. Here to tell us more is Dr. Helen Delahoussaye-Clay. She's the Chief Marketing Officer of Sanki Global. Dr. Helen, I hope I pronounced your last name right. We practiced it before we started, and I think I might have gotten it wrong.
No, you nailed it. You nailed it, King Philip Simon. How are you doing this morning?
I'm wonderful. I'm wonderful. I'm really excited to talk to you this morning about Sanki Global. I've been doing a little research, the culture, the heritage, the significance, just so much to talk about here this morning.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, great day, great day, great day. I always say that 3 times, one for the Father, one for the Son, and one for the Holy Ghost. Thank you so much for having me on this morning, King Simon. I've been so excited that I couldn't even sleep last night waiting on this interview.
Well, you sound like you are Bahamian. I mean, I don't know your heritage, where you're from, but you sound like you was one of us.
Well, boy, look, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I do a little something. I'm from Charleston, South Carolina. You understand? But I'm in Bahamas right now. This is my second home.
I'll tell you what, we're talking about Sanki Global this morning. Yes. Tell us who you are, what you do. You've got a big event happening this weekend.
Oh, we do. We have several big events. One on this evening, and we have one on tomorrow morning for those that are still a little squeamish about the pandemic and want to practice social distancing. So that'll be via Zoom. But then we also have one on Sunday. So again, my name is Dr. Helen. Coach Helen, your friend, one of your lifelines, your vessel, whatever you want to call me, just call me, because we have something that's truly a miracle product system that we've been blessed to bring it here on the ground here in the Bahamas. I'm in Bahamas, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Bahamas. And I've been coming here for about 20 years, but I've been on the quest for better health, better living, all natural products. Since a very age of a young girl, because see, King Philip, nobody on my mother's side lived to see their 59th birthday. Okay. All of them dying from cancer or heart disease or diabetes, which leads to heart disease and everything else. And I personally had a battle with breast cancer 2 years ago, given 7% chance to live while I was pregnant with a baby. And I ran across a product system that will reverse, recover, and restore. And it deals with people that might find they have challenges with diabetes, cancer, mental health disorders, such as depression, anxiety, the things we don't like to talk about because we, especially people of color, pretend that we are happy, pretend that we have it going on, pretend that we, have the solution all of the time, especially women. Women are the doctors, the lawyers, the attorneys. We are the firefighters, the police officers, the host, the chef, the lover, the friend. We even have to entertain these haters out here. So, at the end of the day, we are taking care of so many people because we were birthed by the Creator to create creation. But who's taking care of us? And so, especially with this pandemic has been absolutely crazy. So with me going through that breast cancer, an immune system of one who had full-blown AIDS, had to get a double mastectomy, hysterectomy, 16 surgeries in 1 year. When I went into the system and I was consistent in taking my all-natural products every single day, I was able to rebuild my immune system, protect it, so I did not get things like COVID. And that's a big concern to so many people, and it should be still, no matter what the world is now acting like, as if the pandemic never came. So you have to put something in your body to protect it each and every day. So I've been all around the world dealing with people that now this product system works 100% of the time with 100% of the people. You got people right there in the Bahamas that have never walked, okay? And they started our product system and they are now taking their first steps. They have movement. They don't have debilitating pain. They no longer have diabetes. I'm talking about people that were scheduled to have a foot, leg, or something cut off. And after being on the product system, they have been able to cancel those surgeries. And many of them don't even take insulin anymore. You have people that have suffered from erectile dysfunction because of stress, and sometimes because of age. And so they have a libido that's very, very low. And see, sex is for, and I know some people are going to say, oh, wait a minute, hold on, where are you going at with this? But sex was created by God, especially for married people to enjoy. Life was created to not only live, but to enjoy. But sometimes because of all the hustle and bustle, we just cannot do that, King Philip. And that's really a travesty.
Well, geez, man, I mean, that's a lot to digest. It's just so many different things I can imagine. I mean, you hit the nail on the head with so many different things that we experience here in the Bahamas. But before we run out of time, I want people to to kind of get to know more about Sanki Global, but particularly these events that are happening this weekend. How do people log on, or how do people show up?
Absolutely. I'd love to do a deep dive, but we don't have a lot of time for that. What we do have a lot of time is to give out this information. So go ahead and get a pen and paper if you hadn't already done that. And for more information and also some free products that I want to bless some people with, you want to write this phone number down. It's your area code 242-439-2425. That's 242-439-2425. And if you want to register, because you must register for these events that I'm going to be hosting, and it's a value of about $1,000 that I would usually charge to spend 2 hours intimately and to offer a body scan so I can see exactly what's going on with you from the head to the toe. And again, we have a product system that works 100% of the time with 100% of the people. You want to go to the website right now, www.sanki242.com. That's SANKI 242, the number, .com, www.sanki242.com. And that would be a place where you can register, but call right now. You can register there. There's live agents standing by, and we can also sign you up because Bahamas, let me tell you something. When I say sign you up, I'm talking about for some free products for you, for your family. Let's go ahead and protect you from this pandemic. There may be new strands that's coming out, and we want to make sure you never, ever have to succumb to something like that. If you have diabetes, if you have thyroids, debilitating pain, even migraine, headaches, sinus problems. I know when you logged on today, I said, hey, you want that to go away? You drink one of our all natural products. In less than 10 minutes, you will have an absolute testimony, a miracle. So go to 242-439-2425 right now, because Bahamas, it's your turn. It's your time. God created you not to just participate, but to take dominion. 242-439-2425. Back to you, King Philip.
All right. Listen, you've covered everything that we wanted to know. Thank you so much. We're going to work on these sinuses of mine, and hopefully I get to meet you as well.
Absolutely. I look forward to seeing you this evening or Saturday morning or Sunday evening at the Fellowship Church, Fellowship Word and Discipleship. That's where we're going to be having most of our one-on-one connects with our physicians, with myself. And again, thank you so much for having me on this morning. You continue to be blessed and continue to stay safe, my friend.
All right. Thank you so much. We've been with Dr. Helen Delahoussaye-Clay. She's the Chief Marketing Officer of Sanki Global. Dr. Helen, thank you so much for being here on Bahamas at Sunrise.
God bless you, sir.
All
Good
right.
day.
You're watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.
Doctors Hospital is proud to introduce the Loyalty Advantage Membership Program, or LAMP. LAMP offers medical service discounts to new and existing Doctors Hospital patients. With membership starting as low as $20 per month, LAMP benefits include fee waivers for insured patients, discounts on inpatient and outpatient services, access to free imaging services, and much more. For a full list of benefits or to sign up for LAMP, visit doctorshos.com/LAMP. Doctors Hospital, trusted and best care now. Isn't your health worth it?
Since 1967, Freeport Oil Company Limited has been dedicated to fueling growth and prosperity in the Bahamas. We have been a constant pillar within the country, striving to invest and support our community through the best of times and the worst of times. For us, Full Call represents 21 years of strength and consistency, consistent leadership, consistent growth, consistent customer service. Through it all, we are resilient. Full Call, fueling growth for people.
Welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise. Thank you for staying with us. Well, we've had a great morning on the show so far, talking about so many different things. Our most recent segment was on health, of course. And now we want to take another look at how Doctors Hospital Health System is helping Bahamians to win their weight loss battle through bariatric surgery. Our Carrie Aubrey is back with our second report.
Doctors Hospital Health System now offers bariatric surgery for those struggling with obesity and a high body mass index.
The first thing to do would be to determine who needs surgery, or who needs a non-surgical intervention like the endoscopy or any other less invasive procedure. So that's my job. So when I see the patient first, I will check his or her BMI, it's a body mass index, and we have very clear guidelines outlined by the World Health Organization, WHO, which we all follow around the world, all the bariatric surgeons and programs. So based on that, we will classify each patient according to the BMI. Yeah. For example, a patient with a BMI of 30 to 40, they are called obese people. For anybody with a BMI less than 30, it's called overweight. So we cannot use the word or term obesity. The obesity comes into the picture only when the BMI is 30 or above. Yeah. So we check the BMI, and broadly we classify BMI of 30 to 40 and 40 or above. Yeah. So BMI 30 to 40, in general, this is a general thing. Individual cases may vary. So in generally BMI 30 to 40, we offer them what we call the endogastric balloon treatment. So it is an interventional treatment, but it's not surgery. It's a lesser invasive procedure. I'll talk about details of that a little later. So BMI 30 to 40 eligible for the gastric balloon. BMI 40 or above, we can talk about surgery.
Siobhan Chevy Roca shared why he chose the surgery.
Well, I decided to have the surgery mainly because I was diagnosed with prediabetes, which I was prescribed metformin, and that didn't sit too well with me. Also, I had a condition called sleep apnea. A few years prior, the condition worsened, or was at its worst, and because of it, I experienced a traffic accident. And fortunately, it wasn't bad, but it was enough to wake me up to realize that I needed to do something with my health. Also, I always wanted to, always envisioned myself to have a long, fruitful, healthy life. I was always brought up in a home where health matters, and as I progressed in life, I always tried to maintain a healthy regimen. Being in sports and even up to my early 30s, being a national powerlifter. So I had a lot of healthy attributes ingrained inside of me. So therefore, I made several attempts to try to lose weight, exercise. However, the preconditions that I was plagued with made it very difficult. Sometimes I would lose the weight, and then the weight would just creep right back up. So therefore, I did some research and realized that the best option for me at this point was the gastric sleeve.
Dr. Ranga explained the process patients went through for the gastric sleeve procedure.
Chevy initially came to us with a BMI of more than 55. And then he worked with our Dr. Janet, our dietitian and psychologist. She put him on the program, and he spent several months on the program, and she got him to lose a lot of weight, and his BMI went down. By the time he came to me for the sleeve gastrectomy, so what we did was a sleeve gastrectomy. That's one of the most common procedures done for obesity today. It used to be the bypass for many years, and of recent times the gastric sleeve has become very popular because technically it's a simpler procedure, cost-wise it's cheaper to do, there's less side effects, there's good weight loss. So right now that is the most commonly done procedure worldwide. So for all of these three patients we had done the gastric sleeve, but the heaviest was Megan Taylor. Her BMI was close to 60 when she came to us, and then she did lose some weight in the pre-surgical program. She lost some weight, and then she came to me for the gastric sleeve. Shakira was relatively lower BMI. She was in the region of 44, 45, and then by the time she she came to surgery. She had already lost about 50 pounds, and her BMI actually came down to 42 by the time I did the surgery. Yeah, so I think they're all doing good, and they've all lost a good weight, which is predictable because we can sort of predict the weight loss, the rate of weight loss basically. So the basic principle is the bigger you are before surgery, the more weight you lose.
Obesity is a serious problem in the Bahamas, and Doctors Hospital aims to create greater awareness of the issue.
So it turns out 70% of the population of adults, and I'm not talking about children, I'm talking about adults, 70% in the Bahamas are overweight, not obese, overweight, 70%, yeah, which means their BMI is more than 25. So BMI up to 25 is normal. So yeah, so BMI above 25 is overweight, yeah, up to 30. And in that 70%, other than the 70%, 30% of all adults in the Bahamas are obese. 30%, little more, 32% basically. So it means every third person is obese in the country, meaning they have a BMI more than 30. Yeah. Of course, when you talk about morbid obesity, meaning the BMI more than 40, so that percentage is much less, and we don't have the statistics. So one of the exercises that we want to do here as a part of the program is to really get the statistics. Just find out exactly what the problem is in the Bahamas. Because we don't have statistics of recent ones. These are old statistics. Many other countries have a registry. All the hospitals are connected through the internet with each other. So all the BMIs are being recorded. So we can have a idea about the entire population. Like when you ask me what percentage is morbidly obese, what percentage is diabetes, so we don't have those numbers because we don't have a proper registry yet. So one of the things is that we want to work with the government. We want to develop this, and it's like a community service literally, because that's how big the problem is. It's not like any other disease when you have one or two and they get treated. No, this is like a community problem. It's a pandemic, literally. Because these are the rates which are quite high, and those rates are increasing day by day, year by year. People are not getting thinner, people are getting bigger and bigger. So we have to do something about it. So that's one of the focus points of our program, is to create awareness, get the statistics first. We want to know what we're dealing with.
For Bahamas at Sunrise, this is Kari Albury.
Now, folks, that's going to do it for us. We thank you so much for staying with us today on Bahamas at Sunrise, and we hope that you're looking forward to a great weekend. If God spares our lives, we'll be back with more on Monday.
Yeah, no doubt. Have a wonderful weekend. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.